struggle, something that is so common in our day and age. Whether it's in the political circle, those fighting for the chair, sometimes switching from one political party to another with some assurance that you will get a certain position. Past struggle in the church, bishops and priests wanting certain titles and certain positions, and they've been craving for more and more titles, or perhaps if they don't get it, they get all frustrated. Past struggle sometimes in our associations and cells in our parishes, our parish councils sometimes, everyone wanting to be the vice president, everyone wanting to hold a certain position, and they will use any means sometimes to get that position. And maybe past struggle sometimes even within the family itself, each one trying to boss it over the other. Or sometimes perhaps the head of the family thinks that I am the head of the family, and that power goes to his or her head, and then becomes very dictatorial. Past struggle is not a new concept. It happened 2,000 years ago among the apostles themselves. As we heard in today's gospel, James and John wanting positions of greatness, one on the right, one on the left of Jesus. And then we can see the fight that goes on among the apostles. We're told they were indignant with these two. But I'm sure each one then began to say, why should it be you and why not me? The irony of this whole past struggle in today's gospel was they didn't even bother to digest what Jesus has just told them. That he's going to be arrested, that he's going to be mocked, he's going to be spat upon. Eventually he's going to be crucified, he will die, and he will rise again. All of this meant nothing to these people, because the only thing that they were after was power and position. The same thing is happening today around us, my dear brothers and sisters. Perhaps because power has gone to people's heads, government is not really interested. Church does not seem to be so interested. Associations and cells are dying off, and everything else seems to be collapsing. Because we've misunderstood what power and authority is all about. Jesus had power, he had authority, but he used it always at the service of community. Clearly Jesus said, I came not to be served, but to serve. Here was a man who took off his outer garments, wrapped a towel around his waist, and began to wash the feet of his disciples, showing them very clearly, if I have become servant to each one of you, you must be servant to others too. We talk today, as far as the church is concerned at least, about servant leadership. And I do hope more and more of us, beginning from bishops and us priests, and then trickling down to the laity, will understand what servant leadership is all about. We're given certain positions, power and authority, not for self-glorification, but to make Jesus' name known. And how do we do that? By being at the service of community. It takes a lot of humility on our part to do that, my dear brothers and sisters. But I pray that we don't end up like another James and John, wanting positions more for self-gratification rather than to be at the service of others.
God bless, and do have a Jesus-filled day. Jesus-filled day.